Okay, welcome to my channel. I'm Sara, and I'm also a tarot reader, channeled messenger, witch, everything in between. And I just started posting my channeled messages, but I'm also on TikTok where I post most of my videos. And today's reading is about you've been working really hard to get here. So don't take everything for granted. You took I feel like you took a lot of things that you acquired in your life for granted. Maybe you're in a better place that you were a few years ago. Maybe you did a lot of work healing and you came to the place that you're feeling fulfilled in right now. And I feel like you're kind of person that just don't see those things. I feel like your spirit guides want you to feel more gratitude towards those things. And feel blessed even when your life is falling apart. There's always one thing in your life that you could take. It's something that is being worth being grateful towards. Even the parts of your life that are falling apart, there's still something from that taught you a lesson or something. And take that part and be grateful for it. Because without the tower moments, without the falling, you won't be where you are right now. And I want you to look at your whole journey. They want you to see where you are right now. They want you to be in the energies of progress. Because when you're feeling grateful for the progress that you made and feeling grateful for the things that you get on daily basis, the smallest manifestations, you are more likely to acquire bigger manifestations as well. They will help you manifest on such power mode. And I want you to be grateful for yourself, for the journey, for everything that you've been through. Because this is truly what makes you powerful. Because this is what makes you different. Your journey is what makes you different. Your story is different than everyone else's. And I want you to feel into those things. And be present with those feelings. As I'm filming this, the full moon was over, and I feel like with this full moon, I feel a lot of energies that are partnerships. At least for me, my partnerships were the most potent during this time. And I found a lot of gratitude between having time for my friends, my family, my partner. And I had a lot of good conversations between those time. And I want you to focus on the things that you never thought you could focus on. Maybe you took them for granted. And I want you to see the things that you already have and not want more. For some, sometimes wanting more is okay. But I feel like you're wanting too much and you're not being grateful when you get things. You're just wanting, you're jumping from one thing to the next one. You're not taking in the success that you've gained. This doesn't go just for the things, material things. This is also for the things that you acquired over the years, like all the progress you've made. You just like, you're like, you do one thing and then you're done with it. And you feel this need to constantly chase. Like, you finish one thing and you're on to the next one. You're not taking in the moments. You're not taking in and slowing down and appreciating the things that you are manifesting. You're always like, you gain, no. You gain something and then you want another thing, like more of it. Like, for instance, let's say, I will say on my problem I had, I kind of acquired like a lot more viewers and followers on my TikTok. And I noticed that I constantly wanted more. I constantly wasn't fulfilled with what I had. I wanted more and more. And in some cases, this is just like pretty normal for people to do. But we often forget how important it is to also slow down and enjoy the labor, to have fun in the process, to release all the expectations of being the best. And just like marinate in those feelings of success, being grateful for it. Like, the gratitude is like the most powerful tool that exists in this world. And if you're like constantly living in the state of gratitude, like even for the smallest things in your life, like for the cup of coffee that you get to drink in the morning, because a lot of people in the world don't have that. So you're blessed. I'm not saying about like when you feel bad and you have like bad days that you should like only be positive. I totally understand that sometimes positivity is hard. And I'm not all about those toxic positivity, because at some point, like, it can be toxic to be constantly positive. You gotta feel those feelings. And they want you to feel the feelings, like your spirit guides. They want you to feel all the feelings. They don't want you to suppress them. But in the part of like process, be grateful for having the feelings, for being able to process them, for being able to tell them, to show them. Be grateful for where you are right now. Be grateful that you get to wake up in the morning, that you get to be a part of this beautiful life. This is where like true manifestation comes from. And I want you to sit down. I see you at the desk writing gratitude lists and also manifesting things. I feel like you're also the kind of person that manifests a lot, like consciously or subconsciously, like with you knowing or without. Like if you're writing down, I feel like you're also the kind of person that loves to write journals. Maybe even like if you're not the journaling kind of type, like maybe you're talking to yourself, telling the universe what you want, what you would like to have. And that there's nothing wrong with that. Having the faith in things, manifesting. This is like the best thing that you can do for yourself. But also don't forget to stay in the gratitude, because gratitude is the answer to your manifestations. When the things that are not coming, they're mostly not coming because you're not grateful for the things that you already have. Because how you can get more when you're constantly thinking about the next thing? You're not like appreciating the things that you already have. The universe is not willing to give you more because they know that you won't be grateful for the things when you get them as well. So marinate in the things, marinate in the feelings of gratitude. And never give up on the dreams that you have. This is also something I'm hearing. I feel like you're also the kind of like a big dreamer. Dreamer of like having those dreams that no one else has. And a lot of people probably told you that you cannot be that. But what I'm hearing is prove them wrong. The best revenge on those people is proving them wrong. Don't believe everything they tell you, because if someone else has it, it's possible. If, like, let's say you want to be a singer, and if, let's say, Demi Lovato has it, you do too. Because she has two hands, she has two legs. She's not like smarter than you probably because she's a singer. Well, she can be smart, but I don't see celebrities as smarter people. Some of them are, but they're still people. That's what I wanted to say. 11:11 on the clock. So yeah, 11:11 can be like a really good sign to look out for when you want to know if this reading is for you. And I feel like this sign is also like finding you in like weird places. Not like on the clock, but sometimes it finds you like on a car plate or on the places you would normally wouldn't see 11:11. Like once I gotta tell this story. I'm working at a kindergarten, and like this kid gave me this coloring, like they drew something, and it was like a totally like normal child's drawing, but in the corner, like the kid that is like 2 or 3 years old wrote 1111, and as I'm looking at my television, there's like 2111. So that's a bit weird because there's so many like synchronicities. I feel like you're also the type of person that sees signs all the time. The signs are like everywhere. You cannot escape them. And like as I'm coming back to my story, this is like to say that a lot of signs will come unexpectedly. And a lot of things that you're doing can come unexpectedly also. Because the signs that are coming kind of represent what is coming towards you. Yeah, the sign as its own has a meaning, but I feel like in a way they come. That it also has a meaning. What else, Spirit? What else does my collective needs to know? I'm hearing forget about the past. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I feel like you... Oh, I got it. You're probably the type of person that likes to relive the past. Like, you want a better future, but you're constantly thinking, what if this happens again? What if this from the past that I acquired, that I got through, is happening again? And the Spirit is saying, no more. No more reliving the past. I feel like you've been in a cycle that was repeating, and a lot of like same challenges came up. And every time you got through them, you got better at going through them. But it kept repeating. And that is like really weird for you because now the cycle stopped and you're coming into a new chapter. Like right after this full moon, they're saying, right after this full moon, everything is about to change. I feel like you released a lot of emotions through this full moon. You released them and washed them away. You probably felt a lot of like fatigue, like heaviness, stress a little bit. You felt anxious. You felt like you couldn't breathe. But after that, they're saying it's a new chapter. It's time to move on. We're not going back to the old life. We're staying here, where it's content, peaceful, and the most important thing, it's freedom. They're saying you are free. And I feel this like energy of flying, and as I'm looking up my television that I have on, there are birds. I'm not making that up. They're literally like birds on my TV as I'm saying this. And birds are connected to freedom. Birds are like flying, soaring high, and they're not limiting themselves. The bird never thought that they could never fly. They just flew. And I feel like with the representation of a bird, you're also jumping or like flying to the new highs, to the highs that you've never been to. And this like will be totally excited and happy for you because you've never been there, and it will feel like a new life, like a rainbow, like good luck. It will feel like magnetism, like you attracted those things towards you. You made them fall into place. As I'm going deeper through this reading, I noticed that I'm also a lot more energized, and the channeled messages are coming easier to me. In the beginning, I was talking really slowly, but now as I'm like progressing, I'm moving faster. And I feel like that is like the whole energy of your life progressing. Everything was going slow, and now from this point forward, everything's gonna be fast. No more waiting. No more waiting. And as I'm saying this, I feel like crying. And it's not a bad cry, it's like a good cry. I want to release all the emotions, like, oh my God, I'm finally here. I feel like that. I'm finally here. I did it. I nailed it. Like, and I see so much hope for you. And everything that you've been through is passing. And my cat just meowed as a confirmation. Everything is being sorted out for you. You don't need to worry. Things are coming your way with or without your work, because you did the work already. And I feel like you're kind of person that just likes to work. But you should also take care of yourself. Calm down a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. I feel like if you're like me, you're constantly getting like nudges from the universe. And when you get the nudge to do something, do it. If you feel like you need rest, rest. But I feel like from this point forward, you will rest, but you will also have a lot of fun. You will also feel so much freedom, and you will feel relief. Like this weight just melting off of you. Maybe in a literal sense. I don't know, maybe you're like looking to lose weight. Maybe that is the case, but it could be like the emotional weight. And I feel like you will feel more like you and more free and more at peace. These are like the main topics. But also feeling fulfilled, I feel like you're gonna be fulfilled. Like you never were before. You will be super chill with everything you do. You won't push yourself towards the limits that you once did. I feel like you're also kind of person that pushed yourself a lot. You didn't take rest. You didn't let the things come to you. And now you're like mastering this thing, letting things come to you instead of chasing them. I don't chase, I attract. That's what they're saying. And keep that in mind, because this is an important affirmation that you can use on a daily basis if you want to change your life, if you want to go more with the flow. And I feel like we've been, for the past readings, just experiencing this whole journey of yours. They've been saying to me that change is coming for a very long time. But they're saying it's time. We're doing it now. And I was like really called to do this reading today because I was laying on my couch just watching some TV, and damn, this like, it hit me. It hit me so hard, like Pika. It hit me so hard. Like I was just constantly thinking of, well, I should do a reading. And so I did. So I did. I'm just looking for any last messages. They're saying introduce yourself. I did introduce myself in the beginning, but I'm also a business owner. I own a Crystal Witch shop on Etsy. And I'm also on TikTok, Crystal Witch shop. And Instagram also, but I don't use it as much. Mostly TikTok and now YouTube. YouTube, however you say it. But I'm a witch. I'm basically creating my own place in this world. I'm a witch. I'm a spiritual motivator, channeled messenger. I'm doing it all. I'm singing. I'm creating music. I'm doing it all. Because I don't believe that in this world we came to be only one thing. 2222 on the time clock. We didn't come to be just one thing. We came to be a multi-passionate soul. To do everything that you are trying to be in your life. We came to be who we're meant to be. But a lot of people are not awake enough to see that. So I'm here to help that. So if you're interested in more of things like that, make sure to follow. I will try to make some videos about like healing process and stuff like that. But as the time goes on, I could just tell me in the comments if you'd like to see more of that. Like how I came to be more authentic. Something like that. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.